Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, and welcome to Command Power, the show in which we discuss all things Magic the Gathering with a focus on Commander. And today we have another episode in our Spoiler Spotlight series in which I talk about, well, spoilers and tell you what my thoughts are on them. But before that, just a quick reminder to click subscribe if you enjoy my videos. We're well on our way to 1 million subscribers and your support means everything to me. And today we're going to be talking about Galadriel, Light of Valinor. For 2 colorless, 1 green, 1 white, and 1 blue, it's a 3/3 legendary creature, Elf Noble with Alliance. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, choose one that hasn't been chosen this turn, add 3 green, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control, and scry 2, then draw a card. So this in a way is similar to Galadriel, which is one of my favorite cards from Streets of New Capenna. It basically has 3 choices that are dependent on it being the same permanent in play, which is important. If you flicker this in any way, you're going to be able to reuse the same choice that you've already chosen this turn, so that means that this is probably going to be pretty good in a flicker deck. But apart from that, those alliance abilities are all very good. Giving you 3 mana when you play something can basically mean you can chain another creature, because if your creatures are cheap enough, this is going to pay for a big part of them, and that's a pretty powerful effect to have as the first ability. I think usually you'd be choosing the scry 2, then draw a card second, because that could then give you more gas for the third one, which is where it's going to get really good, because you're going to put a +1/+1 counter on your whole board. So I think in that sense, it's designed very interestingly, because you can either go for the mana or the draw ability first, which makes it very certain that you're going to be able to trigger the ability twice per turn at least, and possibly 3 times. Not only that, but Alliance works very well with tokens, and this works spectacularly with tokens. I think it's going to be one of the best token commanders we've ever seen, seeing as it's away from the command zone to consistently buff your board, and those buffs are permanent. They're in the form of a +1/+1 counter, which means that they're not just going to get removed when they kill Galadriel, which they will have to kill, by the way, because she's incredibly strong. She also buffs herself, which is a small thing, but it is nice to have because it means she can get further and further out of range from her opponent's creatures or removal spells. But basically all 3 modes of the Alliance trigger are incredibly powerful, so you're going to want to use effects that put multiple tokens into play at once if you're going that route. Just something like Spectral Procession, for example, for 3 white mana is going to trigger this 3 times. There's a bunch of cards that make 3 tokens when they come into play, and if it's a creature you're playing, you only need it to make 2 tokens when it comes into play. That's incredibly simple to achieve, and at that point you're getting 3 amazing triggers. And you're still going to have mana and an extra card left, so you're probably going to be able to play something else. Obviously, I do think you want to be playing blink cards with her. You want something like Restoration Angel, which is unbelievable with her. If you've already triggered her 2 or 3 times, and then you play Resto and trigger her again, and then reset her for future triggers, then you're really getting a massive amount of value. There's so many cards that blink stuff these days, particularly in these colors, that she might just be the best blink commander we've ever had, and that's saying something because we do have some good blink options in the game. In any case, I think this is a very cool and powerful design, and I'm pretty happy that they've come up with it, even though I'm still not entirely sure how we acquire these cards. Does anybody know? Let me know in the comments section below. So there you have it. Those have been my thoughts on this new spoiler. What do you think about this card? Please let me know in the comments section below. I read all comments and respond to all of them too. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to click like or subscribe. It really helps the channel, and until next time, take care. Woo!